Today we are looking at the elementary OS 8. So this is the latest version. Codename is Circe. So right now I'm running it on the virtual machine. So it is a virtual box. So I want to give you my honest review on this distribution. I already tried this distribution in the virtual machines. It was pretty bad in the VMware. But in the virtual box, as you can see, the battery option is also showing some 80% remaining, but the battery icon doesn't show 80%. It shows like something is not running properly. So here you can see the language selection, and the main thing I want to mention it here, it was very bad. Even if it's a stable release, it was pretty much way laggy, and it didn't even load up in the VMware. So that's the reason I'm trying it in the virtual box. So elementary OS 8 is based on Ubuntu 24.04. So let's continue with the video. So here you need to have like a language selection. So choose your language, click on select. So United States, I'm going to keep it like that, and I'm going to change the display settings after that. So keyboard layout, same thing. And also the booting process took almost 3 to 4 minutes. Usually the distros will take maybe maximum 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, but the booting process took way more than usual. So let's continue with the keyboard layout. So I'm going to give you my honest review on this. It will be a bit full or lengthy, but you should be getting all the information. So here you have the live boot you can install, and here is the custom installation. So I'm going to try it in the live boot. So I already tried it in the virtual machines, both the virtual machines. Like I already said, it was way laggy. It didn't even show the booting process, login screen, anything. It just frozen on the blank screen or the black screen in the VMware. But in the virtual box, it is pretty much running like this. So the battery option is completely, I don't know what happened to battery. It says 80%, but it doesn't properly show you the full icon. It's like some error sign here. So let me first change the display settings. So my monitor is like a 1920 into 1080. And other things like a desktop environment, like a desktop features, everything I'm going to discuss everything. So let's first change the display, and you should be getting some notifications here. So let's change it to 1920 into 1080. It's my monitor resolution. Let me find those resolution. So here is the 16:9 ratio. Let me click on apply, keep settings. So here you can scale according to your wish. There is also some other options here. Let me find those things. Here are the notifications, like text style. Let me change it to bigger. So it will change the size. So as you can see, it's not properly working. So it's this case is in the virtual machines. I don't know how it performs on the installation. But if you're thinking of installation of this elementary OS 8, it's pretty much good to do first live boot or in the virtual machines. If everything is working properly, then go with the installations. Even if it's a stable version, don't try to install it right away. It's better to stay 3-4 days after the release properly. So it was released yesterday, so it's better to wait for a few more days, because in my point of view, it has a lot of issues, but I don't know how it's going to be for you. So it's better to try it on your own and decide it according and judge it on your own. So let me change the scaling. So the display and text will be a bit bolder like this when you click on these options. So I'm going to keep everything like this. And here are filters, nightlight and everything. So if you want to customize, these are all some customization things. Let me close it. And here is a welcome screen. You can click on next. You can go with the basic guides. So as you can see, there is a bit of minor glitches you should be seeing throughout the video. So that's the reason I already mentioned that there is a lot of issues in the virtual machines. So I didn't try it in the main hardware. I didn't try it on the real hardware. So I don't know how it performs. So I am talking about the virtual machines. You need to understand these common things. So you can change it to dark. You can change it to sunset to sunrise. And here you can change these colors. I don't want to change to rainbow color. So before all those things, we can change to rainbow color, but nowadays we can't even use these rainbow things. So I'm going to choose the normal colors, which is blue and green like that. I'm going to click on next. Nightlight, if you want to do that, you can do that. So these are all the same things. So I'm just going to click on everything like this. Next, online accounts. I'm just going to skip all these things. Get apps made for elementary OS. So it's an app store and automatic updates, operating systems. So I'm just going to click on next and ready to go. Let's open the system settings. Let's click on get started. So these are all the settings you get. So the application settings right here. So startup, calculator. So I'm going to show you all the main changes after we open the browser. So I'm just going to show you some basic things here like a desktop, language. So appearance, here are the appearance. You should be seeing some wallpapers also added. And I'm going to show you the NeoFetch and all those things after this. So same things, appearance, all the customizations, dock and panel. So you can customize. So these are just some basic customization things. About the wallpapers, you get same wallpapers. And I don't think there is some added in this. You can get all the information right away in the official website. So as you can see, there is like a major delay when I click anything. So it's going to take a bit of time to open all those things in the virtual machines. I don't know how it performs in when you install it on the main hard disk, like a hard drive or something like the real hardware. So people who installed the elementary OS on the main hardware, do let me know in the comment section. But in the virtual machines, it's way worse when compared to the older versions like a 7.17 like that. And the power options, you get the same. So it's kind of like a different thing showed in the release notes. I'm going to show you that also. So this is kind of different, I guess, because I'm not using the elementary OS as my main operating system, so I don't really remember. But I already made like a 3000 4000 videos of different type of distros, so it's pretty much very hard to remember anything. But if you want to compare it, you can just search in my channel, just type in like a elementary OS. You should be getting like a 6, 7, 7.1, and here is the 8th video. And show percentage in the panel. So right now it's showing the percentage, but the battery kind of like looks like some error thing, but it should be completely different for you. But in my point of view, it's completely like error signal type. So usually the battery options will be filled with the some color, but it says like some error or something like that. So that's a pretty odd thing. I'm seeing that right now. So I'm going to turn off everything. Let's go back and check other things. So this will be a full review. So I'm going to go through one by one. And here you should be seeing elementary OS 8 built on Ubuntu 24.04.1. So this is the latest LTS version of the Ubuntu. And also you should be getting the 6.8 kernel. Right now the stable version is 6.12. Maybe it should be like a 6.12.2 or 1. I'm going to show you that also. If you want to turn on the automatic updates, you can turn it on, or else just keep it like default. So here is the elementary OS, firmware, and drivers. If you want to install VMware tool desktop, you can just click on it and it's going to install all those things. So other things, everything is basically the same. So I'm just going to close it. And here is like a workspace. You can open a lot of workspaces and add a lot of applications here. You already know all these basic things. About the pre-installed applications, so again there was like a minor lag. So these are all the pre-installed applications you get. You don't get like a system monitor or anything. So here is like all the system settings. Let me open the terminal and type in some commands to get some distro information. So it's way bad in the virtual machines. So it's taking a lot of lag and minor hiccups. So I don't see any smooth experience. And also when compared to the VMware was pretty much very bad. It didn't even showed any logo or anything like that. It was completely black screen. So if you're thinking of installation, I already said like 2 times. So it's better to try it on your own, like a live boot and in the virtual machines. If everything is going good, then go install it. It's a stable version, but in my point of view, it's pretty much very bad experience. I'm facing like a lot of issues in the virtual machines. And I'm saying it again, it's in the virtual machine. I don't know about the real hardware because I didn't try it. So I'm not going to say anything wrong about that, because it will be a bad thing to say like that, because I only tried it on the virtual machines. So now let's go with all the information. Let's check. Let's change the color. Let's try to type in like inxi-sv8. Click enter. So it's not pre-installed anything, so we need to install all those things. Let's copy it. Let's paste it. So the paste text may be trying to gain administrator access. So let me paste it. Let's hit enter. Let's type in like a Y, hit enter, and it's going to take a few seconds, and we should be installed the INXI. So most of the distros nowadays installs NeoFetch. NeoFetch is ended, but INXI should be installed, pre-installed. But I don't know why a lot of distros still doesn't install the INXI and all those things. We need to install all those things on our own. So let me type in INXI -SV8. So this is the command which will grab complete distro information. So let's go through one by one. Like first, let's go with the system. Host, it says like a elementary OS because it's a live boot. So if you install it on the real hardware, it will be changed to your name or the account name. Kernel, you get the 6.8, which is the latest version. No, it's not the latest version, it's a stable version. Right now the latest version, which I already said, like a 6.12 or something like that. 6.12 I remember, but it should be released with some point updates, but I'm going to show you when we open the browser. So it's a 64-bit, and compiler GCC version you get 13.2.0. I think the latest is like a 14.2 or something like that. So if you watch my older videos, you should be getting all those versions of the GCC. But right now you get the 13.2.0 in the elementary OS. So desktop environment, Pantheon, you already know the elementary OS desktop environment. GTK version you get the 3.24.41, and window manager Gala version is 8.0.3, and the distro is elementary OS 8. The codename is Circe, and some people pronounce it different, but in my point of view it's Circe. And this is like a virtual machine information, which is a virtual box, so it's clearly unnecessary for the video. About the RAM, I'm using 8 GB of RAM, and available RAM will be 7.7 GB. It's consuming like a 1.51 GB. It's almost like a 1.5 GB, which is pretty much 20% of my RAM. And my CPU is i5-1240p, so I have a real like a latest hardware. So the latest hardware is like a 14th generation, but we still have the good hardware resources. And about the vulnerabilities and flags, which is clearly unnecessary for the video, so I'm just going to skip this part. We just need the important things. About the graphics, you get the VMWGFX version is 2.20.0. So I'm going to first show you some main important distro information, and we can go with the release notes later, because release notes will be some settings and the wallpaper and some customization things. But we need some hardware things first, and we can go to the main release notes later. So the graphics, here is all the information. Display X11, because a lot of people will just watch these things like a X11 or VLAN. So that's the reason I'm trying to give all the hardware information first, and then we can go to the changes. Server XORs version 21.1.11. With the XVLAN, there is a way XVLAN. The version is 23.2.6. And my present monitor resolution is 1920 into 1080. So there are a lot of available resolutions right here. You can change according to your wish. EGL version is 1.5. And about the system requirements of the elementary OS, I'm going to show you that also. Don't worry about anything. And OpenGL version is 4.5. Mesa version 24.0.9. I think this is the latest version. The latest version should be like a 24.2 or 3, something like that. But you get the 24, which is still the latest version. Here is the LLVM pipe version. And about the audio, you get the ELSA, and also the PipeWire version is 1.0.5. And what else we have? The network, Bluetooth, partitions, repos, which is clearly unnecessary for the video. Process running right now 223. Uptime is almost 12 minutes. So the booting process was taking a lot of time. Other than that, everything is working properly. So in the yesterday video, I tried it on my own. I didn't post anything, but it had a lot of issues in the virtual box also. But today I don't know what happened. Everything is working fine. But the booting process was taking a lot of time. So that's still in the distro. And about other things, the systemd init systemd version you get is 255. Compilers GCC I already mentioned in the beginning. Shell bash version is 5.2.21. And INXI version is 3.3.34. Let me type in cat:/etc:/issue. So here is the elementary OS 8. So now let's try to install the NeoFetch. Sudo apps install NeoFetch. So let me type in Y. If you want to install the fast fetch, you can install the fast fetch, but you need to add some phrases before that, like some other commands. You just need to search like how to install the fast fetch in the Ubuntu, and it will be same in the elementary OS also. So you can install the fast fetch on your own. Here is the NeoFetch. Let me type, hit enter. So the NeoFetch, the keyboard is also taking a lot of time. I typed it pretty much fast, but it was taking a lot of time to type in the NeoFetch. So that's also some issue. So I want to give you all the information. I don't want to lie on anything, because I don't want to force you to install some distros. I want to give you my honest opinion. If it's good for you, you can try it. And other thing is, you need to try it on your own before watching someone's video. Even if you watch someone's video, don't trust on anyone on the internet. Try it on your own. If it satisfies your needs and if it's good for you, if it's working properly for you, then try to install it. Or else just skip this distribution and go with any type of other distributions, because there are a lot of distributions available. And always go with the well-known distributions instead of some random distributions. And also, this is the well-known distributions, for example, like elementary OS, which is same like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, and all those things. So now let's continue with the NeoFetch. Elementary OS 8, I'm running it on the VirtualBox. The kernel uptime is almost 16 minutes, 726 dpkg, 12 Flatpak, and shell bash version is 5.2.21. Monitor resolution, desktop environment, window manager, Mutter Gala. And here is the theme, icons, terminal. Every information is right in front of you. So we got all the information about the hardware. Now let's go with the browser. Let's try to open the browser. So it didn't open anything in the yesterday. So I already tried it in the in yesterday video. So I didn't post that video, but I tried it on my own, but the web browser will not open. So this is another issue I've been facing. So if you want to install the Firefox, you can install it, but I want to keep the default things. I want to try it like that, but this is how it was performing. So other things, here is the installer. Let me open it, and here you should be seeing another issue. So this is the reason I always say, always try it on the on your own. And if you're satisfied everything, then go with the installation, or else don't go with the installation. And always try it in the live boot or in the virtual machines. And if you have like a PC which is not for like a main PC or work PC, so you don't need to install it. If you have like a PC which you don't, like a laptop thing, which so that was some screen recorder thing, elementary OS. It's not a screen recorder, it's like a what do you call it, like a screen reader or something like that. So here you should be getting the same thing, like an installation. So it will completely close everything, and it's try to give you the same options in the booting. When I booted up, this was the same thing. So it's not an issue, but you should be some people thinks like it was like an issue because the complete screen was gone, like a blank screen or a black screen. So that was a bit of issue. And when you try to open the browser, it doesn't open. That's also another issue. So I want to give you the honest review. Most of the people will make a video and give you like it was like a good distro, but don't blindly install anything, because you need to try it on your own. And if I had any issues, I'm going to clearly say that, because I don't care what people thinks, because my opinion, I'm going to give you my own. Because a lot of my viewers support the channel because of a lot of likes. My likes will be always on the positive side, so I want to give you my honest review here. So it has a lot of issues in the virtual machines. So if you want to try it, you can try it in the virtual machines. If you feel same, if you have some like a same issues, then it's better to stay away from this release. But if anything, if everything is working properly, then try it on your own. And if it satisfied your all those things, then go with the installation. And other things like you can change the wallpapers. And about the applications, you get the same things. And here we already have another issue. So it's not like a smooth experience, like I already said. Let's try to change the wallpaper. So here is the wallpaper. And if you tried, do let me know in the comment section how it's performing in your PC. If you installed it, let me know in the comments. But if you tried in the virtual machines, I already know how it performs. But if you want to share your thoughts, you can share it. And if you want to share your experience, you can share it. So here are all those things. Running in demo mode, install elementary OS to browse and install applications. Let's go with some applications. Let's go with the Office. Let's wait for a few more seconds. If you want to search, you can search. So no apps found. Let's go with the back. Let's go to the home. Let's go with the audio. Nothing, I guess. And here is like a date and calendar. It should be some change here. And I don't think there will be any applications opened here. Let's try to close it. And let's go with the applications. So you don't get any pre-installed applications. So that's the good thing here. You just get the basic things from the elementary OS. Here is the multitasking view. Again, about the system settings. So we can't open the browser. So let me try it again. So this is already I said and I already showed you all those things. And about the main changes of the elementary OS 8, you can get all the information right away in the official website. So let's try to open the browser in the incognito mode. I'm going to wait for a few more seconds and I'm going to show you. It doesn't open the browser or anything. It's just going to bounce like this. And you don't see any of the browser thing here. There is no tabs, nothing like that. So you don't see anything here. That's the only thing I want to mention here. And about the image viewer, let's try to open something here. So as you can see, the image viewer or the photo editor, or it's not a photo editor, it's like an image viewer. So it's opening, but in the background, the browser is not opening. So that's another issue. Let's close it. So in my point of view, or in the virtual machines, these are all the issues I've been facing from yesterday. So that's the reason I didn't make a video. I don't want to just try it once and I don't want to give you like a review. I want to try it like a 3 to 4 times. If I had the same issues, then I'm going to provide this information. So this is how it's working in my PC or in the virtual machines. So do let me know in the comment section. Let's try to log out and see it again. So I already tried like a rebooting and restarting and everything, like I shut it down. I already shut it down my whole PC, not the virtual machines. I tried all these things and I still see the same issues. So here is how it's going to boot it again. So when you click on the logout, it's going to show you the installation status. So that's the screen reader. So these are all the same thing. And if you want to install, you can install. So I already said like live boot is a very bad experience. I faced all the issues and I already showed you all the issues right in front of you. And also the booting process will take a lot of time. So the main issues I found was like the booting process will take a lot of time. The browser doesn't open. There are like minor glitches, and also there is sometimes you should be seeing a lot of glitches also. And other things, the app store doesn't work. So I already showed you, but let me show you again. So there will be some notification sound. So let's try some application. For example, let's try some like a VLC. I don't know whether VLC can be available. Try changing the search term. You can also sideload Flatpak apps, example from FlatHub. Let's try to open. We already know the browser doesn't open, but let's give it a try. And here is the hardware information, automatic updates. I already showed you all this information, hardware. So if you ask me how the user experience is, it's kind of looks like a way heavier. So it doesn't look like even the GNOME looks way better than Pantheon, I guess, in this release. So the older release was good, but I don't know why the elementary OS 8 kind of looks heavy in my point of view. So there is no like a smooth thing or anything. It kind of looks like a way heavier. I know it's a virtual machine, but I already tried other distributions also. Like I made like a 5,000 videos. I know how the distros work, but in my point of view, it's not a smooth experience. No one expects like a stable release will be performing like this, only if you have like any bugs or anything like that. So it's clearly a negative opinion from me, because I've been seeing a lot of issues, like almost like a 13-14 hours. From 13-14 hours I've been testing it again and again, because I don't want to give you like a false review or anything like that. In my point of view, it's pretty much very bad. In my opinion, it kind of looks like a development build for me, because of this one issue, and the browser doesn't open. So I don't know a lot of other YouTubers tried it or not, but in my point of view, it's pretty much bad. So if you are a normal user, I'm not going to recommend right now. But if we had like any updates or anything, like a point updates or anything, I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to let you know how it's going to perform. But if you don't want to wait, if you're already using the elementary OS 7.9 or 7.17 or like a 6, you need to like try it on your own. Don't try to install it on like a main PC or work PC. Try it in the virtual machines or like a live boot. If you're satisfied with everything, then go with the installations, or else it's clearly up to you to judge whether to use it or not. So this is my review of elementary OS 8. It's bit like a lengthy, but I want to give you my honest review. I don't want to force you to install some random distributions. It's not a random distributions, it's a well-known distributions, but it's not performing better like the older versions. So that's the reason I am not going to recommend to any of the users or any of my viewers, because a lot of my viewers give a positive likes. Whatever I post, they're going to provide like my like ratios will be always on the positive side, like almost 99 95%, 96% will be always like a thumbs up button. There will be most of the cases like one or two dislikes, there will be like that in my video, but most of the will be a lot of likes in my video. So that's the reason I want to give you a honest review. So they love my honest review, so that's the reason I want to give you the honest opinion. So it's pretty much very bad for you. I'm not going to recommend this distribution. So this is how it performed. So I said like a 3-4 times, because it doesn't perform better. I don't want you to ruin your PC, so that's the reason I want to say. I said like a 3-4 times. Usually I say it like a 1-2 times, but I'm going whenever the distros are like a bad in a bad situation like that, I'm going to say it like a 3-4 times, because some of the users, some of the viewers will skip the videos. So that's the reason I need to say like a 3-4 times to give you the proper opinion. So I'm not going to recommend this distribution right now, but if you still using the 7.1, it's better to use that version for a few more days. If it's working stably without any issues, it's better to stick with that distribution or the specific version. But after we get any of the other versions, and I will try it again after like a 10-15 days maybe, and I'm going to see whether there is like a same issues, and I'm going to let you know how it's going to perform. Yeah, I know there was like a lot of misspeaking throughout the video, because I was not feeling well. So this is there are like a lot of mistakes or misspeakings throughout the video. Try to ignore, because I'm a bit of sick, so that's the reason. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And also, if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe, because I'll be posting videos daily. And there are like a lot of short videos available in my channel. And also for the latest releases of Linux distros or any packages, there is already some community in my channel, like a YouTube channel community page. You can check it out, all the information there. You don't miss any of the things like latest Linux information or like accessories about the iPhone or the Windows, Android. All the information will be available in my channel. You just need to search it in my channel, whether it will be in a community page or in the shorts or in the videos form. There will be all the information you need about the latest tech news. So I already said all the information, so I'm just going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Peace out.